Now, while I was out on today's ride, I was thinking, yeah, this MT09, well, actually, all my bikes, it was better than a gym for sure. And maybe it is for you too. Maybe you're a bodybuilder and you enjoy the gym and you enjoy the camaraderie. I enjoy the open road and sweating and freezing. And believe me, when I go out on a motorcycle, any time of year, I come back tired, really tired. And hey, if you want to watch this in 4K, adjust your device. Now this is pretty funny, and I can't make this stuff up. Recently, my kids bought a Peloton. It's a very fancy treadmill and pricey. Pricey, that's the word. Now I have a treadmill. I don't have that kind of, I have the one just the simplest, cheapest one you can buy. But the point I was making, and I thought I'd talk a little bit about this today, because I have been asked, a lot of people think you go out on a motorcycle, and you come back and it's like you're sitting in a lawn chair for the, well, maybe some motorcycles, they're a lot like a lawn chair. I don't know, the ones I ride, they're not like lawn chairs. You got to hold on for dear life and you got to do all these things. And I often think, and Karen and I joined the gym years and years ago, we paid a lot of money too. And I don't think the workouts that I got at that gym in an hour that I was there, hour and a half, I don't think they were anything like 3 hours on a motorcycle on a hot day. And today, we're going to get some exercise. It's hot, and we're going to go out on a motorcycle. The heck with the gym. And you may not agree with me, but I think it's absolutely 100% true. And my typical time is between 3 and 4 hours a day on a motorcycle. And I'm on the motorcycle. I'm not, not fooling around or anything. I try to get as many miles as I can, and try to ride aggressively enough that it's good exercise, and not so aggressive that I wind up having some kind of a problem. But I am totally convinced, and I've told a lot of people this, that if you ride a motorcycle or you do anything where you get really good exercise and you eat anything like a reasonable diet, that combination is pretty good. And that combination has allowed me to have a pretty good life, just under 78 years. I'll be 78 very soon. And the MT09, to me, it's a really good piece of exercise equipment because it puts just enough weight on your arms. Not like a sport bike where you're using your chin for part of the support. The handlebars are wide, gives you arms a good exercise, the foot pegs are in a comfortable position, and it encourages you to ride more than you would if the bike were totally uncomfortable. So it's a good combination, it's a good piece of exercise equipment, and we're going to get some exercise today. Now, it may sound funny, and everything I do, I try to use the opportunity to get the exercise, whether it's even checking the air in the tires, or whether it's basic maintenance or cleaning at a bike. If I lay on my back and get up and down 20 times, doing some oil changes or spark plug changes, whatever. I try to use it as an opportunity to have some exercise. And from my experience with the gym, people pay a lot of money to go and lift weights and do different things, Peloton or whatever. But just having a motorcycle gives you a lot of exercise if you maintain it and you clean it before, after a ride. If you have fish or a puppy, walking them, everything, if you gear your life toward getting enough exercise and eating correctly, I think you have just a real good shot at having a good life. And some of my friends, they don't agree with that one. We could still be friends. And they have taken a different path in life. Even my garden, working on his garden with Karen every day, it's a lot of work, but we love every minute of it. Now, whenever I go out on any motorcycle, I get a good workout. None of these bikes are, they park themselves or get up on a kickstand by themselves or wipe themselves off. Every part of it is exercise. The MT09 is exceptional in the fact that you really want to ride it more aggressively maybe than some of the other bikes. but they're all good exercise. And it took me a full 2 years to make this bike my own. The silver wheels, all the little carbon fiber parts, the windscreen. But now that I have it exactly how I want it, every day on the open road is just like a day in paradise. And the fun really starts when I leave my driveway, but getting up into the riding area where there's low traffic and pretty much low law enforcement, and having that Valentine radar detector, it changes your whole approach to riding aggressively. I remember when I bought the bike, sitting down with a pencil and paper and making a list of the things I wanted to modify and upgrade and change and paint and get rid of all the flat black. This bike had so much flat black on it when I bought it. But every time I painted something blue that was flat black, I liked the bike more. And right now, I love it. And with the price of gas still high, I love getting 50 miles to the gallon. Oh boy, every time I pull in for gas, I hit that little button on the dashboard and I see 51, 49. Beautiful. And the best accessory I put on a bike, period, that quick shifter. I just love using that, and I try to wear it out on every ride. And the ABS, I've become a believer in the ABS. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is until the first time it saved my bacon. Now, I believe every bike I wish I had ABS on. And the traction control and the modes, all of the safety features. The biggest one is the ABS though. And every one of them, it just gives you a great peace of mind when you're out riding, when you're out exercising, or maybe you're doing both at the same time. Now, one thing I like is there's 8 total lights on the front of this bike, 6 headlights and 2 blinkers. And when you look in the mirror and you want somebody to just get out of the fast lane, this really gives them something to look at. Now, I tried to leave my house early today. I knew it was going to heat up, and it wasn't maybe 2 hours into this ride, and it got hot, and the ride back to the farm was just a little toasty. And looking back, painting the wheels on this bike was a true labor of love. Well, on all the bikes, and all my bikes have painted wheels, but this one I took really extra time, and it's worth it every time I ride the bike. Now, in 2020, this was rated the top rated naked bike, and to me, this is the best value I could ever have expected for under $9,000. But every bike in my collection has something that I really love about it. Some are a little more comfortable, a little faster, or better braking or whatever. But in the end, what happens is they're all my children, and I tend to love them all. And because this bike, Karen got me this for my 75th birthday. Can you imagine? I was so young. I was 75. And every time I think back to that day that I picked it up at the dealer down in South Jersey, it's getting to be nostalgic. And at last, this exercise session is now officially over. Time to get back to the farm for a nice cup of iced coffee. Now, a day like today, when it's really hot, it got up over 90. I'm sweaty, believe me, sweaty. But I think of those days coming back from the gym on a sweaty day and having a shower and I think this is so much more fun. And now my daughter went up Peloton. We'll see how that works out. I don't know. But everybody's got something different they do for exercise. And as long as you do something, I think you're way ahead of the people that just sit and look at a computer all day or, watch TV or something sedentary. Activity keeps you young. Absolutely keeps you young. And of all the activities I participate in, from the farm, the growing, the shoveling snow, and whatever, Karen's errands, it's all good exercise, and I try every chance I get to eat some healthy food, eat some veggies from the garden. And I'm really, at this point in my life, and this is really funny to say, I am looking forward to my 78th birthday, and on that day, riding very aggressively. And thanks so much for watching.